Hello guys, so today we're in Sibiu, Romania, and I'm here with the Dr. Nureini.
Yes, hi guys, welcome to Romania.
Yeah, so we'll give you a short tour first. Let's before leave the places. This is the hospital where I was doing my traineeship. Why would someone prefer to study in Sibiu? Like, what is so specific about Sibiu?
I really like Sibiu. Just look in front of you. You know, it's kind of like a calm city. As you can see, in the spring it's also very beautiful. You can see the greenery. What I like about Sibiu is that it's a big city, but also very calm, and there's not that much traffic jams. It's easy to find anything you want. Everything is like 5 minutes drive from you, and the people of Sibiu actually are also very nice people.
And before that, you said this is the wall, the one which...
Yes, this is the center.
It kind of look like China Wall.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like the Great Wall.
Great Wall of China,
yeah. That is true.
Okay.
And what I like about this city also is that it's how can I say it? You know, when it comes to the psychiatry field, which I wanted, I think we have one of the best hospitals in all Romania when it comes to psychiatry. One of the best, you know.
One of the best hospital. Yeah, and that's what I kind of found out even when I was doing like traineeship in the hospital. They kind of say here they have best doctors like in the hospital, not just in psychiatric, even in I think urology too. Yeah,
you can find very good doctors in all departments. The best in Romania, I think, is always in Bucharest or Cluj. These are the top ones in Romania. There's no competition, you know. But then after that comes Sibiu, Târgu Mureș. So this building you see here, this is the University of Sibiu, another department, and this is the Department of Economy. Yeah, and right next to it you'll see ANAF, and Czech Bank, which is one of the biggest banks in Romania.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you can see even the streets are Instagramic photos. Most of the cities in Romania, they have unique, I think, coloring.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
Yeah. And one thing I forgot to add is that Sibiu is a very touristic destination. So we'll go to a couple of places. I'll show you now. It's one of the biggest touristic destinations for Romanians that are coming, that live in Romania, and also for some European countries. And in 2007, Sibiu won the European Cultural City as the #1 European cultural city in all Europe. Wow. Recently, this year, it was won by another city called Timișoara.
Oh, Timișoara.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, Timișoara also is good looking. Also, I went there one time.
It's really beautiful, yeah. This is a big stadium, football stadium for those who love football.
So do they, if they have a big match here, is whereby it's your card?
Yes. As far as I know, I'm not following the league, the Romanian league, but the Sibiu's team is in I think it's in second division league of Romanian. It's called Hermannstadt, something like that. But you can correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong there, but as far as I remember, they're in the second division, not the first division.
I see.
Yeah.
Stadium.
Yeah, it's called Stadium Municipal Sibiu, and it's massive. It's really big. It's actually brand new as well. It was recently developed.
Wow. Yeah. So even if once in a while, if they host the World Cup, we'll be here.
Yes, you never know. Maybe, I don't know when, but yeah, could be.
Wow. Why did you choose Romania?
So the main reason I chose Romania was simply because it's #1 is I wanted to study in a European member state country, and there's this theory in the Middle East and Africa, when you graduate from a European country, you get a little bit extra privilege as someone who graduated from Europe. So that's one of the main reasons I wanted a European country. So I looked around all the countries around Europe, and I found that Romania was, for medical residency, it was the easiest to get access to as a foreigner. And that was basically the main reason I chose Romania for medical residency. But generally speaking, comparing to other European member state countries like Germany, Switzerland, I mean, these countries, Austria, Romania would be among the cheapest. For example, you can find a 2-bedroom house in Romania for around 450 euros to 500 euros, or even cheaper. A month, yes.
Four bedroom.
Two bedroom. And obviously the prices increase depending on the quality and the type of house you're on the location. And one bedroom apartment, you can find it in the range of 350 euros. So when you compare this to any other European, especially Western European countries, the price is just, there's no comparison, you know.
I agree.
And when it comes to groceries though, like for example groceries and food and this kind of stuff, there's not much difference. So that's one thing I found out, is that the grocery costs, it's almost similar to any other European country.
The tuition fee range for medicine?
So it depends really from city to city. So for example, bigger cities like Cluj, Bucharest, Iași, these are the big cities, they're more expensive. You can say around 7,000 euros to maybe 8,000 in some instances. Let's say from 6,000 to 7,000 to 8,000 euros. Depending on what city you want to study in. There are some cities that are even cheaper, like up to 5,000 euros, like a city called Galați, which is a little bit on the Moldovan side. So yeah, it really depends on the city more than what you study. Exactly. So even when it comes to other departments, like let's say not medicine, other fields of like business or and so on, depends on the city. The price will depend on the city that you choose.
What are factors people should consider?
Okay, so as an agency, what we try to do is we, and maybe this could work for the student as well, is that we first try to see the student's circumstances. We look at the price range that they're willing or they're able to offer to pay. That's the first thing, obviously, you have to consider. The second thing you have to consider is the lifestyle and the city that you like. So if you like metropolitan, very busy and crowded city like Bucharest, this will be a good place for you. If you like a calm and collective and small place where you can, everything is 5 minutes away, then Sibiu is the place, you know. That's why I chose Sibiu. I don't like traffic, I don't like busy life, you know. I like a very calm place, so Sibiu could be a place. So this is another factor. Also, one of the factors you can consider is the cost of living. So bigger cities like Cluj and Bucharest, they are more expensive to live in as compared to Sibiu, Târgu, Galați, and so on. So these are the three main factors. Obviously there's other factors, but these are the three main factors that we discuss with the students when we're applying for them. And once we get these factors, then we decide, we help the students to decide which university they would work best for them.
And in Romania, is it possible like people to do that, part-time jobs, and be able maybe to afford the living expense? For example, if their parents, they cover the tuition fee. Is that possible?
Yes, that's possible. So according to the Romanian law, as a student, you're allowed to work 4 hours per day. So, which is basically the part-time hours that you can work in. So if you come as a student and once you learn the language is a bit necessary. Not entirely, but it's important that you learn the language if you want to work in anywhere in Romania. So once you, let's say for example, after 6 months or 1 year, you are more confident with your language, you can apply for any job as a part-time and get some income from there, you know, to cover at least for your living cost. Maybe your rent, you can cover your rent with the salary and extra pocket money for you as well. And if you want to work harder and maybe I don't know, and you're lucky enough to find a good job with a good salary, then you can potentially, if you save enough, cover your tuition fees.
Because there are some jobs which they pay well, like you can, I think the minimum wage is 400 euros.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you make like 200 euros or 150, and some rent for the dorms where people are staying is 70 to 80 euros in a month, and it has everything like electricity, kitchen, like everything, washing machine and everything. So it's just like buying groceries to live by. And transport also is 50% discount for students. Back in the day, even now they train, so it's way more like better, both in terms of living costs, and also tuition fees, but also the benefits, as doctor was saying here, once you graduate. Like for me now, if I graduate from Turkey, I need to do other exams to go and work in other countries. But if you graduate from Europe, here to go and work in Europe, you just go straight. You just need to learn their language, apply for a job.
And one more thing I wanted to add is that there are a couple of foreign owned companies that look for like call centers jobs. Call center jobs are widely starting to get more available. And these call centers could be owned from a company in Canada or America, and they want to choose Romania for the cheap labor costs. And there are some companies that offer this job, and the pay is really good. So a lot of students, what they do is they apply for these call center jobs, you know, where you can work 4 hours a day and answer customer questions, or I don't know, whatever. And some of them could actually be, you can work from home as well. So this is starting to get more presence in Romania now.
Especially if you're coming from countries, if in Africa or somewhere, if you speak French, Spanish, English. Yeah, and even sometimes you might not know Romanian, you find they have some language over there. Maybe they need somebody who knows these two languages or one language, and you apply online.
Yes, exactly.
But also, you can sponsor yourself by doing work and travel program, which means you can work and travel to go to the US. Here, Romania is way cheaper, because in Turkey, to apply for the program, you pay almost 3,000. But over here, you just pay 1,000. And there's some agents, they just take 800. So you can pay 800, you get the job to get to the United States, you can go there and work, make from 10,000, 15,000, and come back and sponsor your studies. So this is one of the best reasons why you should study in Romania. So, and we are partnering, we can help you with securing admission to universities, whether you want to study in Romanian language or you want to study in English, to best universities and according to your budget. So as long as I'm still showing you the tour of the city here of Sibiu, it's not necessary to come and study in Sibiu, but we're talking about studying in Romania, guys. So in general, this is Romania here.